So greetings to you, my lovely, adorable, and faithful audience. It's kind of an impromptu broadcast now, so I hope that the audio is good. I'm doing it from the vehicle. I'm not in the studio. I'm stuck in traffic, but I want to get the schedule going. So I hope that you are getting me clear. If you're getting me clear, please give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up. The audio will not be perfect, and you would have some buffering because I'm using the mobile data. I'm not on Wi-Fi, so please, I beg for your patience during this time. So let me get a thumbs up if you are getting audio. If you're getting audio, give me a thumbs up, please. And as you know, my nourishment is your hearts and your likes and your comments. That's my nourishment. So I want to see a lot of that. I want to see a lot of the love, lots of comments, lots of like. I want to see that. Thank you for that. Okay? Wherever you are right now, whichever part of the world you are right now, I hope that you are in good spirits, good health, and all is well with you. In the coming days, I may be off for a few days because of health emergency. And I'll tell you, of course, I need to share with you so you understand what the nature of it is. Of course, for those of you who followed me forever, you understand I've had issues with my eyes for quite a while. Matter of fact, since I'm a teenager, a youngster coming up, I'm nearsighted, what you call nearsighted. And for those persons who are nearsighted, you would understand the struggles people with nearsighted vision have. We have to constantly go into the eye doctor, constantly doing checkups, constantly this, and I may have been irresponsible to some extent over the past few months, not following the rules of the doctor to say, hey, keep your glasses on 24/7. If you're on your phone, your computer, you're always reading books, he said, keep your glasses on. I didn't keep it on. I haven't kept it on all the time, and I'm into heavy training. I do a lot of exercise, and sometimes I overdo. And you know, when you overdo, you tend to strain yourself. So I've done that, and I've affected my right eye because of exposure to LCD light, computer phones, and overworking in the gym. So as a consequence to that, I have what you call displaced rectum, which, you know, the peeling and so they have to do corrective surgery to get that fixed, and that requires going to the specialist and under the needle, and then they do these things. This is not news to a lot of you. You would have, those of you who have like I said, nearsightedness would have that issue. So we need to follow the doctor's orders at every time. You know, we need to follow the doctor's orders. We can't take our health for granted. If the doctor says don't smoke, don't drink, don't think that just a little bit here. So I have not been responsible, and as a result of that, I have to go do corrective eye surgery, and which I might be off for a while to get it repaired. So because you are my lovely audience, my very caring and kind supporters, to all of you who have been sending your love gifts, I'm really grateful. Because of that, I am able to take the necessary precautions Unfortunately, I want you to understand how blessed you are as Guyanese to live in a country where the government practically takes care of you, pays your bills. You know, living in a country where the government pays your bills. This is why I have to keep saying this. I love Ali. I mean, the man is the best father that Guyana can hope to have, and he's really taking care of his people. Really taking care of his people. And for these past the experiences that I've had regarding my eye and having to constantly deal with doctors, and I've been going private. I've been looking at my eye care specialists are private doctors, and it's not that I'm rich. I can afford private. That's not the point. But you know, sometimes you want a better care, you want a standard. You know, you have to go. You take private. But the thing is, about Guyana is that the same standard exists everywhere. If you go to the public hospitals in Guyana or private hospitals, you get the same level of treatment. So to Guyanese, it's a blessing to Guyanese living in Guyana that they don't have to have the inconvenience of investing monies that they can allocate for something else to go to private doctors, because they have wonderful health care in the public system, the best systems, the best doctors, and for free. That's the point, for free. If I was in Guyana at this moment and I have to go deal with my specialist eye problems in Guyana, in my condition, is very, very expensive. But in Guyana, you get this, that I'm paying all this, I have to pay all this money for free. Only when you are not in the comfort of Guyana, only when you are not in the luxurious accommodations of the Irfan Ali administration, then you can appreciate the value of Guyanese living. It is depressing to know that Guyanese have the best of everything, and they complain so much. They complain so much. You have no idea how blessed you are as a Guyanese living in Guyana, with the convenience and the luxury and the care and the professionalism of President Irfan Ali's government that he has put in place. You have no idea. I'm telling you, you have to count your blessings. When it comes to your president and government, you have to count your blessings. That man cares about his country. And I'm not talking about the borders only. I'm not talking about the land. I'm talking about the people in Guyana, because the people in Guyana is the country. Ali cares about you. He does. I want you to cherish that. I want you to understand how fortunate you are. You live in other countries. It is not that easy. And this is not about a foreign national. No. People who are living in their own country don't have the comfort and the luxury like Guyanese living in Guyana. So understand, if you are persons who may have done eye procedures in Guyana, specialist treatment, specialist care, and you understood the professionalism you faced and the fact that it was done at the cost of the government, then you will understand what I am faced with in terms of when I say it's expensive for me to have that done. Expensive. Okay, I'm talking hundreds of dollars. Hundreds of dollars. But it's my irresponsibility. I should have listened to the doctors. But the point is, it is what it is. If I don't get my surgery done, then I could it can compromise my vision in my right eye. So it has to be done corrective surgery. So why it's important to share that with you? Because I want you to understand that when you are in the moment, when you are in the reality of what is happening, then you can appreciate what you have in Guyana. You are walking around on social media and you see people are making videos about housing projects in Guyana, schemes, and they're promoting a narrative as if President Irfan Ali's government is building ghetto houses for Guyanese when a certain section of the society is living a certain life. That's the narrative they're pushing. Folks, a lot of you are smart. Most of you are smart. My audience are intelligent people. Any country you go and you have government projects and private projects, you always see a difference. The private projects, they encourage a certain standards of clientele because of their price range of their real estate and the location of the real estate. You would not buy a house in Guyana for like 30 million Guyana dollars and expect it to be treated like a house for 5 million Guyana dollars. No. Different location requires different attention. But how many of the people who are pushing this narrative that the government is not taking care of these neighborhoods, how many of them pay taxes? How many of them subscribe to garbage collection? The city council is complaining that they have not been able to collect revenue because people aren't paying their homeowners aren't paying their dues. If you don't pay your taxes, you don't pay your dues, the government has to budget money for cash grant, free education, free healthcare, transportation, you name it. The government has to budget money to develop these housing projects, clear these jungles, pay the contractors, build the houses, prepare the houses, and then deliver the houses complete. The government has to do all of that and find money for all of that and collect your garbage too. If people are efficient paying their dues to help with the garbage collections, don't you think the councils that are there to ensure the areas are kept maintained, garbage is collected on time, and all of these things, garbage disposal is on time, don't you think that will be efficient? Look at other countries. I'm telling you, I lived in neighborhoods in Paramaribo that are exclusive neighborhoods. When you live in the neighborhoods, people's perception is that you're rich because you have to be rich to live in these neighborhoods. But I lived in these neighborhoods and I can tell you, we don't wait on the government to come and let's say maintain a piece of road. We do it. Myself and my neighbors come together. We put our monies together. We get the roads maintained. We pay for the drainage to be done. And these are exclusive private housing developments. They aren't government buildings. These are private housing projects. I mean residential areas. We live there. It is our responsibility to make sure that we keep the environment up to date. If the garbage truck doesn't come on time, we hire somebody, pay them private, say, hey, take this because the garbage didn't come on time. We don't sit around and complain and say, oh, the government is the government. No, you do what you can do as a citizen for your country. But when you look at the kind of people that are encouraging these videos and these Muhammads are paying whoever to try to push a narrative that Irfan Ali is not doing, his government is just focusing on the rich people. Which rich people? Do you know how much these rich people are buying the land they have for? And they're not buying it from the government, they're buying it from poor people who got it for free. Those rich people that the Mohammeds are pushing and spreading these fake news about, but friends and family and all these things, those people are paying 20 and 30 million Guyana dollars for a piece of land to build their homes. They don't get it for free. But the average person, the average citizen, who are getting house and land from the Ali administration, what are they doing to help their neighborhood? They get that, plus they have a long time to pay back the loan for the house, plus they're complaining about garbage and the maintenance of the road and all these things, instead of them counting their blessings. That, hey, after all, I didn't have to stump up 10 million, 15 million to get this apartment or this house. I have a good president, a good government who cares about the people, who make sure that the people are taken care of. No, that is not on their focus or their agenda. Their agenda is to help push a narrative for Azriddin Mohammed. How is he maintaining the buildings that he has and he has built? How is he maintaining it? The neighborhood of the buildings that he has, how many buildings he has, how is he maintaining? He's also calling on the government to clean his neighborhood. All them land that he bought and got from the PNC for nothing. Look how many bush and jungle that is growing on the land that he has. Why isn't he maintaining those properties that he practically got for free? The government must come and clean his plots. Let the PNC do that. They give him the land. Guyanese, you have to be alert and understand that all of these things are going to be coming out now because of the local government elections. The local government elections that is scheduled for this year, all these propaganda, all these nasty lies are going to start becoming rampant, just like back in the elections last year. You have to be smart, you have to be aware, you have to make sure that you are vigilant and protective against these things. You don't want your vision to be blurred. I'm saying this all the time. Look at what you have at your disposal in the Ali administration. Those of you who live abroad, educate your relatives back at home. Let them know how hard you have it in America, in England, in Canada, wherever you are. Let them know how difficult you have it there, how hard you have to work, and how good they have it in Guyana because of a government that cares about the people. Tell your family that, so they understand that they need not listen to the jealous, vicious, vindictive Azriddin Mohammed and the PNC camp to distract you from the good that you have. I told you before, you don't want a time when you have to regret because President Ali will not be the president in the future. Then you're going to make comparisons and you're going to say, oh my gosh, why couldn't Ali get a third term? Why didn't I appreciate the good that Ali has done for the people? All the crap they're pushing about the budget of Irfan Ali. The budget of Irfan Ali is the best budget in the history of Guyana or the Caribbean. I haven't been privy to the debates, but I'm sure it's a bunch of nonsense they're debating about the budget. They have nothing to criticize the budget on, nothing, absolutely nothing. So whatever talking point Christopher Ram gave to win, he had to tell that idiot what he wants to hear because, you know, he's paying good. I don't know how Christopher Ram can do business with Azriddin Mohammed when he's blocked from doing business with anybody. Or is he donating his salary to Christopher Ram for all the advice he got for the budget? A bunch of idiots want to discuss something they have no idea what's about. What does Azriddin Mohammed knows about a budget? He has never done budget before. The monies that he had paid, or he usually pay his Negro thugs or his Negro workers, he don't need a budget for that. That is sweetie money he gives them, just going to his pocket at the end of the week or the end of the month. And the money he budgeted for gas for his Lamborghini, that's what he's dividing amongst the slaves he has as Negroes that works for him. And he's going to go into the parliament and debate something as intelligent as the Irfan Ali government's budget for 2026, 2027. Guyanese, you are smart. The Mohammeds are a bunch of idiots. They are real idiots, stupid. And their sponsor, the PNC, is even worse. That's why they lost all their seats and where they are right now, because they're a bunch of idiots. We have God in the PPP. We have a champion in President Irfan Ali. Let us cherish what we have. If I would have been happy if I was in a position where I didn't have to expense myself so much for a simple issue with my eye. But Guyanese, you are blessed. You are blessed under President Ali. Pray for the government, pray for your president, support your president. In the local government elections, vote only for the PPP. We can't afford to have idiots getting involved or controlling or dominating the local government elections. We can't afford that. We love our president, we love our government, and we have to make sure that the world understands that we stand with our government. Folks, I would be off for a few days, like I said. I don't want to come on here with a badge over my eye. Then you give the PNC a lot to talk about the wind people. There's a look, the OBO got him. Look, the OBO got him. Look. He has issued design on the OBO got him. Look. You know what them niggas are, right? You know, right? Yeah, you don't want to give them things to talk about. You understand? So I'd rather come and tell you now, and if I have the opportunity to come and share more, then fine. And because, like I said before, because of your love gifts, because of your support, your donations, it helps, it empowers for these things, for me to be able to get these things done. So continue. I ask you now to reach out, and you can make that donation to the Zelle account. If you look at my videos or on the description on the videos, you'll see the Zelle account there. Go ahead, make your donations. If you wish to do it via MoneyGram or Western Union, then you have to contact me. You can get that done. But while I'm busy with the surgery thing, I can't go to MoneyGram. But if you have a Zelle account, you can do that via Zelle. You can send whatever you can to the Zelle account. I don't know it from my head, but you see it on my videos. You can go to the videos and you can see it there or the description. And please do. If you don't have that, you would like to make it via MoneyGram or Western Union, you can still send me a text. And in a few days, when I'm able to, then I can get that. But in the meantime, I want to thank you very much. Okay, remember to whisper that powerful prayer that you have to, so that everything goes well with the surgery. It's in this eye. Usually the right eye is always on. But people who have issues with nearsightedness, if you're nearsighted, you would understand what I'm talking about. But others wouldn't understand because they don't have the condition. But so I've had it from a kid, so it's and listen to your doctor. Listen to your doctor. But I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't It's just that I didn't follow the doctor's advice to keep the glasses on. Where is it? You see, I'm even talking to you and I don't have it on. I'm talking to you and I don't have it on. I should have had it on. But anyway, shit. I broke the rules online. Anyway, until next time, have a wonderful evening and share the live. Let me get your comments, like the video, send the love, and please debunk all the nonsense they're talking about our president online. If you see them commenting negatively online, rebut that. Okay, rebut it and make sure that it doesn't, go into infinity. Defend your president, defend your government, defend your country. Until next time, goodbye.